going on, y'all? It's an interesting show. I haven't done an all-black comic show in a while. Real talk. Like, motherfuckers talking about paying child support at 14. I swear one of these comics in here stole my cell phone from an earlier comedy show we did like 3-4 months ago, but that's something else. I ain't gonna go deep into that. I ain't talking about the gay shit, adjusting to the gay shit. I am adjusting to the gay shit too. Like, I'm from New York. Like, it's very diverse there. It's not all about being gay. You know, we got, you know, everybody there. Irish, black, terrorists, you know, everything, you know. But in LA, I noticed, like, even the light poles out here is gay. You know what I mean? No, straight up. Like, in New York, where I'm from, you know, the light pole just stands up straight for everybody. I am the light pole. Like, I was driving through LA, and like the light pole had a little lean, like, it's the light pole. Like, damn. A gay-ass light pole? And I stay in Hollywood, so, you know, and I work out at the gym. I'm trying to gain a little bit of weight, work out the gym, and it's mostly gay guys up in there, and I don't have a problem working out with gay guys. But it's one thing when you work out with gay guys, and it's another thing when you go into the gym working out with gay guys, leaving like, I think I know what women are talking about now. Like, when I go to this gym around the way in Hollywood, like every time I go in there, they treat me like Hugh Hefner and shit like that. Like, wherever I go in the gym and work out at, all the guys go over there and work out. Like, they do squats in front of my face and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? But I ain't gonna go too deep in them because those are the, well, that's not the right thing to say. I mean, they are the ones giving out the movie roles in LA and shit, you know. So I found a way to, like, let them down without offending them, you know, without them posting up a video like the Oklahoma motherfuckers. I could just end my career and shit. You know, like, I asked them their name first. I'm like, hey, you know, when I feel like they getting at me, I'm like, hey, man, what's your name? Like, my name is John. I'm like, oh, that's funny. My name is John, too. Gay guys don't like fucking with dudes with the same name as them. So that shit works out every time. I'm from Buffalo, New York. Some of y'all know us. We get to the Super Bowl, but we can't win that motherfucker. And multiply that times 4, you got Buffalo. But it's cool because, like, you know, it's a lot of snow there, but when it ain't snowing, they shooting shit the fuck up. It stays in the top 10 of homicides and the top 10 of teenage pregnancies. So at least they know how to replace people after they kill them. That's how I look at it. We're originally from New York City, but my parents moved up to Buffalo and they got that whole small town mentality where they believe everything that they seen on TV. And that ain't necessarily work out right for me when I told them I was moving to LA, because that was the first time that they saw Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society and shit. So my mom flipped out. She was like, LA, no! The Bloods is gonna kill you. And you know my dad, you know the alpha male had to chime. He's like, oh boy, don't listen to your mama. Everybody knows LA got way more Crips than Bloods. They said every family got drug addicts in it. I think my family hit the Powerball lotto with that shit. You know, a whole bunch of drug addicts in it. You know, my cousin over there, he know what the fuck I'm talking about. My oldest brother's a crackhead, you know, with all the symptoms. He's like a known thief and shit. He's older now, so like he's not as fast as he used to be. You might actually catch him stealing some shit. You know, and I try to take up for him now because he's so old and shit. But it's hard taking up for a thief because, like, even when they try to compliment you, the compliment comes off as a threat. Like, you know, he saw me, he's like, oh, Michael, what is those, the Jordan 5s? I'm like, Jaquan, we don't even wear the same size sneakers, man. He's like, all right, that watch though. I'm like, okay, I get it. Tonight I'm gonna have to go to sleep with my sneakers and my watch on. I get it. Buffalo has made me crazy though, because I have a therapist now, true story, and that's extra crazy because y'all know, the black people in here, y'all know we don't mess with therapy. You know, we kick them out of our house, all the mentally ill people. They go to the check cashing spot giving lectures and shit, you know. I'm gonna turn the lights off on the nigga, all right. Can y'all still see me? Or just my teeth? Oh, all right. That's a mentally ill motherfucker that cut that off. He's like, all right, you gonna talk about mentally ill motherfuckers later. follow my lead and get a therapist, all right, motherfucker? You know, we are a little crazy. You know, some of us be at the award shows, interrupting the award shows and shit. Back, no, not back. You know, but I got a therapist and she uses that whole the watch hypnosis theme, and her theme is forget about the past. And that shit works. I forgot about the past. But it's like I got a whole bunch of bill collectors calling me now. And I'm trying to refer them to the therapist so they can forget about the past. Before I leave, I just want to talk about something I saw on the news because it was bothering me, man. I saw that they picked the final 100 people to go to Mars. And that pissed me off because I signed up to go to Mars. I did at first, you know, because they ain't got no credit system out there, no FICO score. That's like a fresh start and shit. But then I thought about it. I'm like, there's no government on Mars, no constitution, no Emancipation Proclamation. Like, what if I go out there and they flip the whole situation on me and shit? Like, I'd be looking around like, oh, the first Negro on Mars. And the tour guide be like, yeah, well, what are you looking at? Mars ain't gonna build itself. Get to work. I be fucked up, man. Y'all know how religion work. It'll be 1,000 years before God has sent a Martin Luther King to Mars and shit. That's my set, y'all.